Hi, I'm Billy Eccles Richter. I'm the pastor of Grace Avenue United Methodist Church in Frisco, Texas, and I'd like to extend to you a special invitation. On Thursday, April the 9th, at 12 noon Central Daylight Time, we will be gathering together in a virtual way to share in the sacrament of Holy Communion. It's a blessing to come together on that day because it is the day that we remember Christ's Last Supper with His disciples. Sacrament of communion is such a beautiful and honorable thing for us to do because it reminds us of how God has poured out His love for us. Now, it's been very difficult to try to do this in the midst of a time in which we have been practicing social distancing, but we have made a determination that if we can come together in this moment in time at 12 noon on Thursday, then we will share in this sacrament. But I need to ask a few things of you as you come prepared to share in this holy sacrament on Thursday. The first thing is this: I need you to set aside the time to be able to do this. I need you to be able to put away everything else that you are working on at that moment, and at 12 noon until 12:30, you will have undivided attention on the time we share together in Holy Communion. The second thing is I'd like for you to find a candle somewhere in your house. Put it with you and among those people that are with you and light it. You may have other different objects that remind you of the goodness of God's love. Maybe you have a cross or a Bible, but I'd like for you to get those things prepared and have them ready in the room where we will share together. Then the next thing I need you to do is to go and actually bring the elements to this sacrament and to this time. I invite you to get some bread. Now, we use a round loaf of King's Hawaiian bread, but you can use whatever you have. You can just use ordinary sandwich bread if that's all you have, or rolls. You might use soda crackers or oyster crackers, whatever it is. Find something that will remind you of the bread of life that is Jesus Christ in this moment. Then I'm going to invite you to get a common cup. A cup could be a chalice, could be a special a glass that you have in your house. And then I'd like for you to get some juice, preferably grape juice, but if you don't have any grape juice, you could use apple juice or pineapple juice or some other kind of juice that you have there. But it is the moment at which we begin to share again. What's important to remember is that on the occasion of the Last Supper, Jesus used what was at hand. He didn't go out and find something extraordinary. Instead, He took the ordinary elements that were already on the table, and in that moment, He began to transform them into what became this beautiful sacrament that we now call Holy Communion. It is a reminder that we are moving in to the part of Holy Week where we share in communion, but then we prepare for Christ's arrest, His suffering, and His crucifixion. So I invite you to begin with us at 12 noon this Thursday. Now, I need to say one other thing to you about this time of communion, and that is that unlike many of our video presentations that we have done during this period, this particular one will not stay up. We think there is something extremely important about us being together in one time, even if we're not together in one place. We believe that the Spirit of God goes across all of those boundaries, but what I need you to know is that if you're not available to be with us at 12 noon on Thursday, then if you would like to receive the sacrament of Holy Communion with us virtually, I'm going to invite you to email Laura Eccles Richter, laura@graceavenue.org, laura@graceavenue.org, and we will find a way in which we can then be with you in a virtual space and time to be able to share this blessed sacrament together as well. As I said, this is the beginning of a very important time in which we actually will remember 3 days of Christ's Passion, Thursday and then Friday and then even Holy Saturday as we prepare for the hope of Easter. I hope that you'll take a look at all of the services that will be available, but I remind you that 12 noon on Thursday, we begin with the sacrament of Holy Communion. God bless you during this Holy Week.